I want to show you what they put underlying and military. And I believe what they're saying is, and twin is your... Please tell me that the underlying problem in your life, or the underlying... What's wrong? Do you have a twin that's in the military? There are a lot of problems, and it's because of this person. Tell me what's up with this military shit. Alright, I'm guessing that, oh, they have to keep up the PTSD Act, is what I just heard. I'll tell you what, let me ask if they were even in the military. I have a feeling that either they got dishonorably discharged or they were never in the military, and it was easier for them. You could have been in the military, okay? And they're angry that you're getting some type of recognition. Did I show you twin? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh wait, they're upside down. They asked them to walk. I don't think it was dishonorable discharge. There's something that happened where they said, this could have been the Marines, where they give you the opportunity to withdraw. Yep. This is you withdraw, and this is just rebalance. So it would be you withdraw, and we won't put this out there. We'll provide housing and stuff for you, but you're only going to be able to thrive, or you're only going to be able to acquire so much in this life because of it. This is balanced through social media, which to me would be benefits. But this is also, what's this? A platform. I think that, no, you know what I think? They like to be put on a pedestal. That's what I think. Or you could be somebody that's saved. You did something solely. Oh my God. Yep. They're angry. This was overseas somewhere. You saved some lives, or some type of pin or medal of honor. I don't think it's a medal of honor, but for somebody it is. Oh my God. Tell me that this thing happening to you in your life against you is because of somebody feeling like, I'll tell you what, somebody could have lied to some other people in the military too. It could have been this. We'll give you, it won't be this is what I feel. Was it because of the color of their skin? Oh, hold on. All right. This won't be public. But you have to do this, and we'll find out what this is. Hanger. Hangar. Hangar. Is that how you spell the hanger for that? Garage. Yeah, shelter. So what's up? What happened in the hangar? Something with a child, maybe? Oh, they gave in to something. Ooh, there's double O. That could be the hangar number. Could have been 00. But something happened where, you know what it feels like, man? this feels like somebody sold their soul and another person didn't. This feels like a life. Okay, this isn't just the only instance where this has been the situation between you and this twin. You have had difficult lives. It's the DNA, but you handled the things different. I think you handled things similar throughout life. I'm not sure if you've ever met. You may not even, you could have been in the military with a twin, but it's not an identical twin. Every time we hear twin, right, this is how I think. They look exactly alike. But that's not always the case. This is terrible. Disappointment, a terrible disappointment. I hope you're not a female and you're getting attacked. God, this would be playing God. I mean, but it could be because of your DNA. Well, I mean, doesn't that mean that you have the same DNA, though? So tell me this. I mean, it could be that somebody said that you were God incarnate or something. Or that you, and it could be, well, your DNA is the same. Stop believing everything you're hearing, even from these beings that we hear. And the word God, so God and devil are terms that are used again on earth. And I'm not sure if I said this out loud, but I'm going to say it again. It's a powerful being. It's on other planets or to other beings. It's just a creator, the creator, Emily. But I think that us using these terms and putting this with whatever this awakening is with DNA, it's dangerous. It is. Don't forget, there was a time where there were gods and goddesses before this God thing was created. Don't forget. Pregnant and drug your name through Emily drug your name through the mud. Hold on a second. Why? Jealous. I don't know who Emily is, but I said enemy. All right. Gateway. FR. I heard Ferdinand though. OL. Okay. RA. Rafaela. Ralph. I'm just going to say names because this is going to be from more than just one person. This could even be Ra with the RA. I didn't even notice that RA. Is there somebody that took something personal? Did your DNA, was there some kind of test with your DNA that came back that you had the DNA of Ra? And somebody thought that because of the color of their skin? I'm telling you, that's what I feel. Now, it could be that somebody was black. You may not have known that this motherfucker was your twin. It doesn't feel like twin flame to me at all. This feels like an actual twin, but not an identical twin. And how I think there are people, when I said that were like, holy shit, I think the same. I think identical as soon as I hear twin. You could actually be brother and sister, brothers, sisters, put out fits. Someone's been reporting back, or this is the person that's been reporting back false information on you. Okay. I see P, U, and OL too. This could be plural. You could have had multiple. How many siblings did you have possibly that you don't know? 5 I just saw? 4 of the 5 siblings could have been. You know what they're showing me? Saving Private Ryan. Did they get that movie, that idea? Because didn't they find out that there were multiple brothers that were actually in the service? Okay. Let's find out what else is going on here. I feel like there's a whole bunch of information. They don't like to lose. They have a problem losing. One of these guys or one of these people actually was a lifesaver and someone else didn't. It doesn't mean that you didn't. Look what's on the bottom. This one, with the Obama and say no behind it, it could be that someone's about to get invited or told, I got some information for you, whether it's you or you're doing this to somebody. Say no. Clairvoyance, visions of the past, present, future, through your mind's eye. You saw something already. You were already warned about this, and you were like, damn, was that the past? Is that the present? I don't think so. Is this something that's going to happen? You were kind of wondering if they were, because you have a gift like I have, where you're not sure if it's the past, the present, or the future. This was something that was going to be done in the future, and you're going to be like, oh shit, that really did. They did warn me. Go buy a lottery ticket. And psychosis. Okay. Tell me about the lottery ticket. I want to see who this is for or what city and state. Give me some letter. Mark, go buy a lottery ticket. Mark. God damn it. TY. This could be Mark Tyson. Mark Tyler. Could be Kansas City. Buy Omega Millions. Something that you've done is about to come back for you. Sam. Santa Fe. Santa Clara, I just heard. A garden. Plan your garden or plan. What is this? I see stoke too, so it could be that you're feeling stoked about something. Is that what you were saying? Like, I feel hype and I'm not sure. Like something good's gonna happen. I wish that I could tap into that girl's mind, man, and I could tell what it is, or she would tell me what it is. That's what it is. And tell me about the psychosis here. I'm happy for you. Yeah, you're destined to win a big lottery. All right, tell me about the psychosis. They're having a hard time with something. Did they already find out this information? Oh my God. This may be coming out after it was already acknowledged by somebody. They already knew that they were your twin. Somebody did. Adam Jessup. What's up with the flap? The flap in the hanger. Did somebody screw something up? You're going to be disappointed. There was also somebody that was put in military prison because of it. Now, this could go multiple ways, because another thing that I picked up on is that somebody else's twin sibling did time for something somebody else did. And I don't know if they blamed it on you. I don't feel that. It feels like you and your twin could both be targeted. That's what I'm getting. And it could be that the two of you have this DNA of Ra. And it could be that whoever these other people, if this is connected, this could be that someone knew that you had a twin, whether you know or not. They knew that your DNA was special. I'm not sure how many there are. You could have, there's 5. There's some people that have 7, 9. I said that they were, they were splitting up royal children and putting them in experiments in the government, separating them or putting them in different family dynamics and seeing how they thrived. Some of you wound up cartel bosses or cartel or mafia leaders and shit. Others wound up in the Senate. Others wound up being CEOs. You all thrived, and some of you even just were traffickers and shit, but you always make something out of nothing. It didn't matter where they put you. And for those of you that wound up being in situations with a large amounts of money that you were making, you were usually put there until you would get in good with the opposite sex. Now remember, in the background, there's this agenda of gayness, okay? So if you were a woman and you were placed in situations like that and you started getting close with the men and it became anything but business, you were usually separated, possibly your memory wiped and put somewhere else, and they usually will turn the men against you by setting up some lie. And the same thing, if you were a man and you started getting comfortable with the women in that situation, it seems, or even getting married or in a close relationship, anything that's heterosexual, it feels like, you were shunned, right? Outcasted, even, I mean, usually it comes with a huge reputation ruiner. And then when maybe there's a possibility that this was done repeatedly and that at some point people started catching on to it and they became more aware of it, so that's when they started doing the memory erasing heavy. And I know that this went off track, but as I think of things, I just like to say them, and I'm just all over the place sometimes. But, okay, so you were put in jail in the past, and this could have been a jail in Honduras. This could have been a jail in Peru, Portugal. Yeah, it wasn't the United States. It wasn't the Holiday Inn. And I know that there are jails and prisons in the United States that are tough, but these are jails and prisons in other countries. There's no comparison. But all right, yeah. That's where, when you were in prison like this, you learned to balance your light and dark, and that's why you thrived in prison. This was part of an experiment. You did well here, and you didn't do what they said you do, or you were set up to make it seem like you failed. You were thriving too well, so now here you go, you wind up in prison. They're trying to induce psychosis in you, and they have for a while. But the thing is that this balance of light and dark, it's difficult to induce psychosis in somebody like this. This is also with the Lovers. I believe you are your own best friend. This is a complete, you are your own twin flame. I remember somebody saying, I think that the idea and its perception of a twin flame is that you become the perfect balance of masculine and feminine in yourself. You become an unstoppable force when you're like that. You're not, you both have a cocky mouth. Not a cocky mouth, but you speak up when you need to. There are people that knew that this was a twin of yours. Now, for somebody, it's just you and this person. There's not more than one. But people could tell because of the way that you speak up. When you have this balance here of male and female, I mean, these are the people who are destined for greatness. Just think about it. I see people, I can feel people in my mind, ones that are too feminine. You know, it's that, why don't you love me? Why didn't you call me? Why, you know what I mean? That's too feminine if you're a male. Even if you're a female, it's annoying. It's annoying with both. And then you have the toxic male where you're just too male, and it's the entitlement of, you didn't respond, you didn't get back to me, you were late, something like that. When you, harmony. Everywhere you go, you bring this shit with you. Okay? And you even help people in jail. You were like a therapist in prison is what I'm hearing. Yeah, people, they didn't worry anymore. This is one of those jails, man, I'm telling you, where people walk in and you immediately shit your pants. Not when you're there. You had a very interesting past. Somebody could have, even with the teaspoon, could have even set up to make it look like you were shooting up. And this could have affected how people, they wanted people to believe that there's no possible way that you could have handled this shit sober. That's what it feels like. So they even set up to make people think that you were on heavy drugs and shit like that. And there's somebody else too that's a part of trying to ruin your reputations. And it feels like they couldn't handle shit without drugs. Somebody could have actually found a teaspoon, or you did, of your own twins. Like, this is going to be for many of you. Unfortunately, you handled something sober. Now, we could have even at some point been getting high, but you didn't go back to it. It feels like for those of you, too, who have gotten off of drugs or alcohol, you have people trying to put you and compromise your current situation to get you to go back to the shit. I mean, it's horrible. The world, it's horrible. There's one main thing in the world that needs addressing. This feels like there aren't many things that don't need to be addressed. I feel like the only option is for a bunch of people to drop. I'm telling you, it sucks. It does. I'm a people person. I would rather be around people, even personalities I don't get along with. They challenge me in some way, right? They do. But there are people that just feel they're so far gone. How do we just remove them? That may happen. There's people now who are they're thinking, well, goddamn, if I know this now, and I claim to be this, whatever this is for you, if I don't do something and step in or get some type of crew together, am I responsible for the demise of this planet? Because that's what I see happening. VHS. Was there a tape about something? You know what they're showing me? ISIS with somebody getting decapitated. Andrew Rimmel, they did that to him. My own brother, I heard, did that to me. REJSRJ or EJ. Here comes the radiation, right? We all can anybody else feel this shit when this shit comes above us or something gets turned on, or if we can feel it coming? Cross magnetic. It could be your personalities are all magnetic. Oh my God, tell me you would be the heroes though when you have this type of DNA of Ra. They could have turned your usually this is how it goes with the female thing. You could be females and have more males in your sibling group. And like I said, you may not have even met some of them. Some of you already met and they separated you and erased your memory. This is how sick people are. But let's say this, generally speaking. Let's say that you're either one female or there were two and they were primarily males. How would the system who wants to eradicate women deter your brothers from protecting you? It would be to say that you did something foul to them, right? Is that what happened too? They could have even ruined your name or made some type of edited tape saying that you gave up your brothers or something like that. It just, god damn. They could have had some of your own siblings attacking you. Say that your siblings, because I said you'll be the heroes with this type of DNA. By nature, you're just a heroic. So they could have even had some of your siblings were involved with some acts of terrorism in some way. It could have been inventing certain things. Like, this is what I'm hearing. Tell me I was attacking my own fucking sister. And you knew. What is this PW? It could be POW, that they treated you like a POW and shit. The treatment that you're receiving is worse than any POW that I've ever experienced. And there's a man that broke down when he found this shit out. Make sure your heart is lighter than a feather. Is that somebody had a dream and it was a warning? You didn't tell anybody. You need to let people know you had this dream, or you will be responsible for people and souls going to hell. Believe me when I tell you, it's not something to be proud of. Somebody's acting uncomfortable. They're acting awkward, and it's because they had a dream about Anubis or something, or what happens when your heart is not lighter than a feather when you pass away. Some of you, you wish you could kill yourself, but there's something else. I said this before, that's keeping you alive, because you're actually a god or goddess incarnate, and how important that is, and they don't want you going to hell. This is judgment. Right, this is a day of judgment. PA, you could live in Pennsylvania, Washington. You had the dream already. You're so focused on something that's so unnecessary that you forgot you even had the dream. Wave. Oh, yeah. It's either wave or pave, like pave the way. I feel real sad. I feel, like I've always known myself to be the kind of guy that will admit when I'm wrong. This is different. I may have to make something right, and never see their face. You know that there are some people that found out about this already, and they were planning on coming to you and saying something, and they broke down because of the treatment. So this was all because of one big lie. Is the lie completely out? No. John Jessup Jr. is the one that killed the children. Okay, that's for somebody important. And Rick Carlisle with the cattle. I honestly think that's even some of your... God, this is so weird. Some of your siblings were attacking you whether they knew they were siblings or not. Okay? Some of them did find out that they were related to you, and they're lying to other ones that they met. They already knew. Please be honest. And then there's some where all of you were being attacked by something. It's this weird thing of we're gonna have them turn against each other, and then they're all gonna get attacked by the government and even other countries that joined hands with the government. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And even your siblings, your brothers were set up. They didn't even know that they had certain type of attention on them for things that they had no idea they were being blamed for. But see, I think that it was easier for them, and it was more difficult for the sisters. And that's got some of your brothers fucked up. Like how bad this shit really is. How could you turn her own brothers? This is what I'm hearing. How could you turn her own family against her? United? They're all united now. Oh, that's amazing. There could be a whole bunch of different siblings. Like, what happened? Did you all wind up in the same space? Was it an aviation thing? You could have been guided to go. Some of you were invited by other people, and you're like, oh shit, and you felt compelled to go, and it was so all of you could meet up. You're even going to see some other people, and you're going to be honest now and go, God, you guys look like siblings. You know, nobody says shit out loud like this anymore. People they stay to themselves too much. This is going to be cool. You're going to see a bunch. It's going to be all of the triplets, the quadruplets, all of the chosen. Not necessarily children. This doesn't. I mean, you're all siblings. Everybody's a child at some point, but it feels like you're adults now, and this is actually true. How crazy is this on here? That this is actually true. That we were. Is it possible that we were all split up because of our DNA? And is it possible? Are they the only one that has this DNA? If we're all siblings, then how come we don't have it? You do. That's the aha. That's the biggest aha here. I mean, I'm telling you, somebody could have even lied about your DNA results and said that you held this gene so that people would hate you. It just doesn't make sense that only one person would have this. It's an energy, it's an embodiment of that, of a creator, a God. And then every other DNA strand or DNA that has a God-like DNA attached to it, it's what does that God resemble that we know, that we see. You embody that as well. It's constant level up. So I'm guessing that some of your brothers also have been leveling up. And they also had, there is a Keith James, Kevin Arnell that have been checking DNA, and they have checked your brothers. You all have the same type of DNA, where you have, it's almost every god or deity that they have come across. They must be an archaeologist or something. Yeah, wisdom, and you're all very smart. It's easy to tell. I'm going to leave it at this. They didn't want all of you to meet, and they had to keep you as separate as possible, because your personalities, what you bring into this world, how you handle problems, and how you change, you impact every environment that you walk in, you're placed in, you stumble in. It could be a situation that's meant to embarrass you and you're going to leave a lasting impression. It would have been a no-brainer, hands down, that people would have been able to tell that you were all related. That's why they had to do shit like this. Anyway, I'm excited for you. I'm telling you, a lot of you are going to wind up meeting these siblings that you could feel you had but never met. And some of you met them and you lost touch and you were separated intentionally. Some of you could have even been in these cartels and mafias together and not even realize it. And then there's also some of you that could have gotten married and slept with each other and fell in love with each other, and they separated you for that. I want to remind you, daughter, sister, brother, all that shit doesn't exist on other planets. It's an earthly term here. Remember that. You don't go to Mars where there's other beings and they don't say, oh, well, this is my sister or brother. They don't have that shit. So incorporate that. If you're with a sibling and you don't want to be with anyone else, I wouldn't give a shit what somebody says. All right? We're on Mars as far as I'm concerned. Ellie? All right, see ya. Hope this helped.